Hey guys, ladies. I know. I've been slacking a bit lately. Um, the week before last, I was just traveling and just trying different things. I went to Blockbuster in Oregon. I went to Cadillac Ranch in Texas. The Meteor Crater. The thing in Arizona. I love a tourist trap. Obviously, the biggest pistachio right here. That was in New Mexico, and I just had a good time. And then I had some off time. So yeah, I'm slacking on the videos. But here we go. So I checked my comments today, and it looked like I had one question about whether you would be a 1099 or a W-2. As an independent contractor, you are an IC, an independent contractor, thus 1099. I also had another comment from a gentleman that said that as a lease purchase operator, you were never able to go home because you always had to make the truck payment, and if you went home, then you would just fall behind. Yes and no. So, when you sign on with SFI, they have two funds. We talked about the maintenance account in one. Think of that as a small savings account where they take $120 something, put it in there just in case something goes wrong, because something will go wrong. Whether it be normal wear and tear, or you do something to the truck, or something happens, something always happens. I'm constantly fixing the truck, constantly doing preventative maintenance to keep big problems from happening. But regardless of what you do, things are going to go wrong. Thus, the maintenance account. The other thing is what they call a skip credit account. Once again, it's a small account that they take a certain amount of. Now that you choose how much money is taken out, right? So, all right, now I'm at $200 a week is what I take out. My truck payment is about $945 a week. That's before permits and shit like that. After everything, after permits and stickers and shit, I'm at about $1,400 a week. So, but the skip credit account is just for the truck payment. So you just have to plan for your time off. That's all it is. You just have to be smart about it. Can you go home anytime you want? Yes. It is your choice when you go home. But just like I tell my kid, there are consequences in every action that you make. And that, going home, there might be a consequence. It's just the way it is. Will you fall behind on your truck payments? Not if you're smart. I've fallen behind a couple times, but when that happens, they just take it out of the next check anyway. But that was during my learning process. I had to learn all this on the fly. So, think of the skip credit account as a little savings account. So when you want to take a week off, you just tell, my guy is Ron, Maurice. I tell Ron, hey, I need some time off. Please take the truck payment from my skip credit account this week. And if you have enough, he'll do it. He'll take the $945. Everything else, the other $600 that usually comes out every week, just pauses. They won't take any for maintenance. They won't take any for permits. They literally just cover the truck. That's it. The other things that come out of your check that week, if you have any, are like fuel and shit. But if you don't drive that week at all, you got nothing. Now you're not going to have a check, which is why you have to plan. So here's what I do. With JB Hunt, I think Schneider's the same way. If I remember, I worked for both, but it was a while ago. So with JB Hunt, the pay period is between Sunday morning, all the way until Saturday at 11:59. So whatever you get done between Sunday and Saturday goes on that check. So I usually go out for 2 weeks. I'll come back for 1 week. Well, how do you do that and still afford your truck payment? I'm getting to that. So I'll go out for a week and I'll just follow the money. I won't worry about home. I'll just follow the money. California, Oregon, wherever the fuck I want to go, that's where I'm going to go. wherever the biggest load pay is. And that's tough right now, but that's a whole nother video. Now the next week, right? So I like to get a load done on Friday, just to end that. I don't like to end my checks on a Saturday when I'm trying to go home the next week. If you get a load in on Friday, then you can pick up a load on Saturday. It's the last day of the pay period, I know, but that load you're working on is for your next week's check. Now this is where you have to be smart about it. If you plan a load and it's got a high enough load pay, which I don't know why you'd be picking up crap loads anyway, but if it's got a high enough load pay, you can deliver it on Sunday. Then you deliver another load on Monday, and then by then you can get a load home or close to home. Usually 3 loads is enough for the week, depending on how much you want to make. I found that if I make $4,500 in a week, that's a decent check. That's with fuel and everything. I'll bring home about, I don't know, between $15,000 and $2,000. It's decent, and it really is, and that's enough to pay what I need to pay. Everybody's situation is different. I have a truck payment. Once I pay it off, I won't have to worry about that anymore. But until then, I like to get home on a Tuesday or a Wednesday, right? So I'll get home Tuesday or Wednesday, and I already have that week covered, right? From that load that I dropped Sunday, that load that I dropped Monday, and then load that I dropped Tuesday at home, right? So once I drop that load on Tuesday, I'll go home Tuesday. I'll be home Tuesday night, and usually spend Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, right? Those are the last days of that pay period. But that's okay, because I already covered it. That check is good. That truck payment is covered. No skip credits. I was just smart about it. And then Sunday, that's 6 days. I'll usually try to go out on Monday or Tuesday. That's a whole week that you get to spend at home. I go out on Tuesday, and as I said, what do? That week, I follow the money. I just go wherever I need to go to make the money. So, there are times when things don't work out like that. Sometimes the loads just don't drop. Anybody in trucking knows this. Sometimes the loads just aren't there. And that is what your skip credit account is for. So yes, you can go home when you want to go home. Just be smart about it. Don't be, that kid that's been stuck in his parents' house and finally got some freedom in college and goes crazy. No. This is your business. This is your life. Depending on how much you need to cover your expenses, both at work and at home, will dictate what you want to do. But the plan that I just said, it works for me. It really does. I go out for a week, usually leave on Tuesday. One Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, I'll follow the money. Then, Saturday, I'll usually pick up a load to deliver Sunday. Then deliver a load Monday, Tuesday, and then I'll be home. So I'm usually out around 8-9 days, and then I'll go home for 7 days. And that works if the loads fall that way. If they don't, maybe you'll stay out a little bit longer. Maybe there's somewhere you want to go. Like I wanted to go to Blockbuster, so I took a little bit longer. That's the freedom of being an IC, right? There's consequences because you have a truck payment. Yes, I know. But as a company driver, you don't get to decide, hey, I want to go see the largest pistachio, so I'm going to go to New Mexico. You don't get to do that. But as an owner-op, you do. And that's the difference. That's the big difference. You get to go home. Just be smart about it, and y'all be fine. If you need anything else, put it in the comments. I'll make the video for you, and we'll talk about it. Really, I have no problem discussing every bit of what I've learned so far, and I would love to keep learning. And they say in the industry, if you ever stop learning, you should give up your keys. So I'm still learning myself. These are just experiences that I've had. So that'll do for now. I'm gonna go back to Next Level Chef, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.